Hey everyone, this is D22 with you today from D22 Responses, and apparently the last video that I did not have any sound on it, and a lot of you didn't really hear what I had to say, so I'll pretty much say what I said again a few hours ago before I left for my volunteer work. The name of the video that I had before was called Mixed Feelings, and basically I was just talking about a series of topics that really applied to me, and it may apply to a lot of you watching right now. Like, for example, diet. One of the things that I am planning on doing is I'm going to be switching up my diet, where I'm going to just get rid of grains and rice and anything that has to do with starch and sugars and all that, because I feel that's what's causing the fat in my body to appear. Because when grain processes, the enriched grains, like white bread grains, they basically turn into sugars. They burn into sugars, and it then turns into fat. So I believe that's why my sides are still sticking out when it comes to working out with my abs and all that, because the abs are like one of the hardest areas to work out in your entire body. And I've learned from a personal trainer friend of mine on Facebook is that the getting abs starts in the kitchen, because if you eat right, then your body will notice. So that's what I've noticed, and I'm pretty much trying out what's called the something diet. Pedro, what's it called again? The diet, the paleo diet or something like that. Or it's the paleo diet. That's it. Thank you, Pedro. I'm trying out the paleo diet, where you don't have grains, you don't have pasta, and you don't have anything high in sugars and fat. Well, you can have fat. That's part of the diet as well. So I get to eat meats, I get to eat vegetables, I get to have fats and other things. It's a good thing I can still have milk. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be changing my diet around. And the other topic that I wanted to talk about was just YouTube as a whole. Now, I've already discussed how YouTube as a whole has really changed things. Like, I've discussed how YouTube has basically made things a whole lot easier, because anybody can become a partner now, and I've expressed my rage on it right here, and I've also talked about it in a previous video that I did, so you can look at those if you haven't seen what's going on with those. So basically this video is just mixed topics. I talked about diet, I talked about YouTube, I also talked about relationships. Now I'm going to close off with the relationships topic, because I'm currently not in a relationship, but I do plan on getting into one in the future. And also, what I wanted to end off with was the long distance thing. Now, for me, long distance relationships are a bad idea, because there's no person-to-person interaction. You don't have that authentic communication with one another. Because when you type on a screen to someone, it's basically just words on the screens. You can't laugh with them unless you type in LOL. You can't shrug their shoulders as you just put in a little asterisk and then shrug shoulder. That just doesn't feel the same. And I feel that relationships can't start online for me, because I want to talk to people in real life. I know how to talk to people in real life, and I love talking to people in real life. So that's what I want to do when it comes to bringing together a relationship. I mean, a dream of mine is to meet someone next door who's around my age and shares the same things that I do, and that would be really, really nice. Although it's a dream, so I don't really expect anything like that to happen. But I don't know, I could just be shooting the breeze. But that's what I just wanted to say. It was just a mix of topics. So if you listen to one of the topics that I talked about in this video, leave your comments below on it, and give me your feedback on one of them or all of the topics. So that's what I said before I left for my volunteer work, because a lot of you said sound is your friend, or I may not be hearing really good, but what did you say? So that sort of thing. I wanted to make sure that this had sound, and if it doesn't have sound, then type in a comment saying, Domingo, this has no sound. So that'll be it. Get fueled for life, and I'll respond to you another time. Have a good week, guys.